So here we are. We are now in the realm of AI generated music. We have so many things in the AI space that are changing the game. And it's been a long time coming with music. We knew that there were going to be AI samples. We knew there were going to be tools that would generate entire tracks. And what we didn't know is how the industry would respond to it. And we're seeing that now in real time. You've had Spotify talking about what they plan to do or how they plan to navigate AI. But it's such an early thing. And again, we are at the tip of the iceberg that nobody knows how badly or how well it's going to affect the music industry. But what we do know is we are already in a space where we can generate lyrics. As you know, we have the Industry Hackers AI lyric generator tool. You can generate lyrics, but what you can also do is take those lyrics and generate a snippet of a track. You can't currently generate an entire 3-minute track, but what you can do is generate 40 seconds and then get it to keep going over. So continue that track and then glue it all together in your DAW of choice. So let's just have a listen to one we generated using the Industry Hackers AI rap generator tool and gave to Suno to turn into a track in the style of, it doesn't really, it tries its best, but we told it to do it in the style of 21 Savage, and this is what it done. Remember, before I press play, it also made the beat. So it made the beat and the lyrics and the flow on top of it. No other human input. So 100% AI generated. Let's go. For the tip of the iceberg, this is some powerful stuff. This is some insane stuff. Go to another one. A 100% AI. I mean, it's got Eminem's style and they've tried to do his voice. I'm not sure where we stand with intellectual property on this stuff yet. I'm sure there's tons of information about it. But as I said, we are at the tip of the iceberg and the industry is going to be playing catch up, just as every other industry affected by AI is playing catch up, because we don't know where it's going. We don't know where it's going, and they do need to act fast because it is going to affect people. And that's the bottom line. But if you are a lyricist yourself, you may use the AI lyric generator, but you're not going to use the tool that converts the lyrics into audio unless you found a use case for it. A good use case would be to generate a featured artist on your track, or if you needed to generate a hook, somebody singing a hook, and then use that on your track. Now you have to get very creative with it, because in some tools like the one I shared is generating the beat and it's generating the vocals on top of it. So you'd have to use a stem separator or some kind of tool, maybe another AI tool, to get the vocals off of that, which is fairly easy to do, but you will compromise on some quality. Another tool is this Stable Audio tool by Stable Diffusion, who are huge in the AI text-to-image creation. And this tool is not great for some things. The best use case I found from it is to give it a really good description, and it's going to generate like 45 seconds, I think, of audio. And you can then take the best sounding clips and sample those. So that's where it's amazing. It does give you, I think, 20 free credits, and then you'd have to pay. But another thing about this whole AI music generation thing, each tool is going to have its own copyright information. So you do need to read on that before you go doing anything crazy with it. But you won't get flagged for using any of this AI generated music in your videos. So you can have the backing music of your choice. You can get it to generate very specific. If you use your lyrics and you get it to generate an audio clip, you can use very specific audio to go behind your videos. So that's not from a musician's perspective. That's from maybe a YouTube content creator or your TikTok videos. You can now generate your own music fitting the theme of your video and not have to worry about strikes for audio, which is a huge thing. You can't use certain songs. You have to use the same kind of royalty-free music in your videos, and they all get the same sort of feel. So that's now something that you can do. That's a very, very good use case. But when it comes to something like Stable Audio, where you're generating the instrumental, again, you can sample like crazy with it. So it does really, really well with lo-fi hip hop type beats. It's really good. But obviously it's been trained on the old vinyl, the music that's going to be in the public domain, all of those sorts of things. So it's not, impeding on anybody's intellectual property, which is a big thing. Again, people are being sued, companies are being sued for taking people's content and using it to train their models. So it's still going to do this. It probably still has a very wide selection of music. But I find it's really good with that sort of generation because of that very reason, because all of the work in the public domain is going to be used to train this stuff. Again, once you sample this, it's already looped, so you can do some damage with this tool as it is. As I said, the limit is 45 seconds unless you upgrade. And these are the packages. So you got the free one, 20 tracks monthly, 45 seconds. And then if you pay $11.99 a month, which is quite cheap, 500 tracks generated and up to 90 seconds. So that's as much as you're going to get from it. And most tools you're going to find there's a 40-second limit or thereabouts. So for now, that's what we're working with, and they're only going to keep building on this. And if you really want to, you can reach out to them and let them know what your aims are. And depending on how much you're going to pay them, I'm sure they can up that duration for you. So let me just go back to it. Because again, I said it does well with these, but it doesn't do well with everything. So what was the first thing I had it generate? Something crazy. Oh, that one wasn't too bad. I like the way it dropped the beat. I think this was the first one I generated, and it was crazy. Sounds very much AI. And then it just changed. But yeah, you can do some damage with this. Lastly, I want to talk about the actual music videos, because as you saw, it's not a great video, but you can make AI videos. So you can do image to video, and then you could take that and turn that into a lyric video. And if you're trying to grow your brand and you want to scale and get your music out there across various platforms, this is going to be an invaluable method for, again, creating those high quality, very tailored, unique videos to go with your music. So not everybody is going to be happy about AI impeding on their creativity and, just the music industry, but it's not going anywhere. So these are a few different use cases for different people and doing different things. Whatever your aim is, there is a way that you can use AI music to enhance and to build on your vision. I have linked to in the description the best 11 tools for making image to video, which you then use to create your AI lyric videos. There's an endless use case for these types of videos, but if you want to check that out, I've made an entire blog post on that. But what do you think? What's your take on this AI music generation era that we are coming into? Are you using it in your music production? Are you using it to grow your brand, your music, your portfolio of content? What is it that you're using it for? If you are you staying clear of it? Is it, stepping on your art? How do you feel about AI in music? Because one thing is for certain, and that is that it's not going away anytime soon.